I hope y'all develop some EMP protection technology, because one good solar storm, and it's
is that when it's gonna happen?
the fucking.
Oh, Jeff, we gonna be ready, bro.
What they finna be bowing to all the big word niggas.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. You know they're gonna unalive all the big word niggas.
Nah, bro. Nah, we gonna be ready. We gonna be ready. They're gonna be like ChatGPT, use that laser gun. Oh, it doesn't work.
It doesn't fuck work. That's crazy,
bro. You and I.
You know how to build a sling? ChatGPT doesn't fuck matter. Sorry, I do, bitch. I actually read that motherfucker. What the hell?
I rebuilt civilization.
What? That's spooky shit.
Other world.
Don't let an EMP come through. What? That's spooky shit.
Bro, I'm telling you.
That's spooky shit.
That's crazy, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be 50. It's gonna be perfect, bro. I'm gonna have the perfect grades. You know.
I'm gonna call it Chat Potato, Chat Lil Jeff.
Yeah, that's
Chat Jeff PT.
Yeah, they're gonna come to you and ask you for answers.
Chat Jeff PT.
So, how do you fish again? How do you separate salt from water?
Spooky shit. Right. They don't know.
Yeah.
You ask a lot of people some mundane, easy ass questions.
What is that? What is that creature over there? Is that a panda or a bear or what is that? Is that a koala?
And you know what's crazy?
ChatGPT, what is that?
Yeah. And these aren't even complex questions. These are things I learned in like fucking sit around in grade school.
Yeah.
When they would invite a guest or the guy who worked at the zoo or a fisherman or a guy who owned a farm or we take a field trip and actually learn about shit.
Well, it's like I said today. So I was talking to another guy. He came into because he's in charge of all the cooling systems. So he turns on the air conditioner in the new stores, and then he makes sure they connect all the wiring so they can put all the refrigerations and all that stuff like that. And I was just talking to him. I'm like, man, this is just so amazing to see where we were and where we're coming from. Right, just true. Watching these guys put it together. And he's like, yeah, man, I wish they could do like a tutorial for retail level people and corporate people and show them what they go through to get the store, because everybody comes in at the end when it's done, but they don't see how they do it before. And that's why I said when they asked me if I wanted to watch the store, I said yes, because I wanted to see.
You wanted to see
the process. And it's
you want to see, and you be asking questions.
And that's what I do. I talk to all of them.
Inquiring.
Yeah, I'm talking.
How does this work? What are you doing here? Okay, so why do you have to do that? So why do you do this before that?
Like they had like a black and white twine. What's up?
They go agree. Hold on. All right. Snot says, all my professors in college have their PhDs, though it's been dope. Smoke, who's we? Sir, I've been here since 1753. That's a bar. That's actually a whole bar.
Oh, man.
The Reaper is always going to be here. Smoke, remember when we used to use leeches to get the bad blood out when we were sick?
This is what Snot sent.
Oh, okay. I can read this out loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Earlier this semester, an NYU professor told me how he had AI proofed his assignments, only to have the students complain that the work was too hard. When he told them that those were standard assignments, just worded so current AI would fail to answer them, they said he was interfering with their learning styles. A student asked for an extension on the grounds that ChatGPT was down the day the assignment was due. Another said about work on a problem set. You're asking me to go from point A to point B. Why would I use a car to get there? That's a spooky word.
They rather teleport than use a car.
Damn.
You see? Because a car takes you the long way. Teleporting just gets you there instantly.
But it's outside reality. That's the problem.
Yeah. So they're so used to using it.
They're losing logic.
Yes.
That's what it is. We're losing logic.
Everything's based emotion.
We're losing logic because we don't need to understand point A to point B. We just understand. That's weird.
That's spooky.
That's fucking spooky.
That's spooky. Good shit. Good shit.
They're asking why when it's like if you did the fucking assignment, you'd understand why. That's crazy work to me. Like that's crazy work.
But that goes to show you that they were literally like what you read. They were literally snitching on themselves. Oh, ChatGPT is not working, or it's down, or why is it?
Now I'm gonna flame y'all, bro. What the fuck?
Or it's ChatGPT proof. That's just crazy to me, bro. That's just crazy to me. No, but that's I really wanted you guys to watch the TikTok, but like I said,
I don't
it's for news media.
Right.
for news media, but they'll shut down the live if we.
I don't have a problem with you using the technology. I have a problem with you not caring on why it works.
Yes.
Like, that's just weird to me. Like, that's just weird to fuck.
It's just
like to just not care on why something works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you have to go and be a fucking expert, but like,
Yeah.
damn, bro. Like,
But
if you come across an issue and it's like, oh man, why does this da da da? I'm not saying, you know, go hell bent on becoming a professional in it, but at least just Google the thing and just like,
I agree.
Okay,
I agree.
you know, so I've literally watched people. Oh, I have no idea how this works.
Let me Google it.
No.
Oh.
Let me nothing. I'm gonna go back on TikTok.
You what?
That's spooky. But then again, they do have TikTok though.
Shame.
TikTok.
Let me
is,
just ask TikTok.
TikTok is a different beast, bro. It's video Google at that point.
Yeah, they're like, let me just ask TikTok.
Right. Like, at least that I can give it, like, you're actually seeing how it's done.
Yeah.
But like, still attempt it though.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that's the thing. They're just okay with not knowing.
Right. They're just okay with the not knowing
That's
until it's time to know.
Yeah. And that's why most of them that go into professional jobs end up failing in those fields and then having
because they didn't learn the extra skills you would pick up
yeah.
while learning what
Yes.
you were learning.
Exactly.
Like a skill. What did I always say? You don't just wake up as the thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you use AI, you will wake up as the thing because AI did the work, and then now you are the thing.
Yeah.
But in traditional, you know, you don't just wake up as the thing. As a professional.
Yeah.
thing.
And that's why I still love doctors and nurses because they live.
You have to. No,
They
right.
have to. You can't cheat that because that's
You
a
can't
human
cheat,
life.
Right. You can't cheat life.
That is that's a
Can't
human.
cheat life.
But that's good because those are the people that
That's
actually.
the most direct analogy I could give. Like,
Yeah.
why will a doctor never use AI? Because you can't cheat life.
You can't.
I don't know.
Because
They
if
can
you-
use robots and stuff, but like they have to be so professional.
Yep.
Like
precise. They
proficient.
need to know, oh, this is messed up in that person. This is what I need to do to fix it if I can. You get what I'm saying? They can't just chat GBT their essays, their dissertations to get their doctorates. They can't do any of that because they're going to
No,
run
they
it through the
can't.
machine. It has to be genuinely yours. So
So it's
that-
going to show up once people start unaliving.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think-
if that's the best way I could explain that, a doctor's never going to use. I'm not going to say that. Well, an actual doctor will never use AI, but
not a fake doctor.
there will be AI doctors.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Of course.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. You see what I'm saying? So either two things is just it's just going to be replaced
Yeah.
with the AI, which, hey, whoop-dee. Snot says one comment was talking about people asking to use AI in a creative writing class. Why? That's so dumb.
Then why are you in the class?
Why are you in the class?
If you're a creative writer,
You know what I'm going to do?
what?
I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
The way you'll tell me off camera. Just remember it.
I will. But it involves,
Mhm. Let me write this down.
finding a giant LSD asteroid and crashing into the earth, the water source.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
And then we completely go the completely opposite direction
Gotcha. Well,
of the technocratic bullshit that we're headed on. And then we
start-
just become some like
we'll start aliens.
ascension next level beings.
Fourth dimension.
Soul.
Now we'll start all over, bro.
All the animals are fucking hallucinating. Everyone, the entire planet is
We'll pull
one big ass.
Pull a Flintstones. We'll pull a Flintstones, bro. Everything will be rock.
That'd be crazy shit.
Everything will be rock.
That'd be crazy
But you'd be
shit.
strong as hell, bro.
Yeah, we would unlock 1 million, like, bro.
Percent of muscle. That it's like the Flintstones. They're using their feet to drive, bro. You might as well just walk.
Oh man, right? Absolutely, Snot. Absolutely, AI should be a tool, not a crutch.
Yeah, and I think people are.
It should be a tool.
And that's what it's making kids now. It's making kids very slow, and
Empty.
yeah. That's the only thing. Like I said, that's the only thing that sucks. So, but no, yeah, I saw that. I sent it to you, not realizing we can't show it. But
Use AI to enter symptoms to get a list of similar diagnoses or diseases to invent. Thank you.
So
You know what I'm saying?
like that's why I said there's some
It's a
pros.
tool.
There's a it's a tool
It's
to
a
help,
tool.
not a tool to help you
It's
cheat.
not a replacement.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it a
This
replacement.
is the complete form.
Yeah,
It's so malleable. It's so fucking malleable, bro.
that's why it's crazy. It's funny because you look at it this way: you and I can get in a car, go on a road trip without using GPS or a
Right.
map, but just looking at the signs up top. No one ever does that
Right.
because they have the accessibility of their phones.
And you know what's sad though, right?
Right.
Like AI can only create a culmination of what we've already created.
Yes.
So whatever idea AI comes up with is from us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless AI breaks the code or solves the nature of reality or like fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Shame.
Like everything that goes into AI or every output that comes from
It's what
AI
we
is
already
from
created.
here.
Yeah.
This is the complete
The final form.
This is the complete thing. I don't understand why people fail to realize life is the final
Bro,
form
Vic,
of
Vic,
like
Vic just sent me this.
hilarious, bro. I look traumatized.
Bro.
I look traumatized. That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, like it's a tool to help humanity, not to make
You
you
know, it reminds me of one of those PTSD memes.
memes. Not to make you docile. And I think that's what it's doing to the younger generation. Like they can't do anything without it.
And they crash out, bro.
Yeah.
They crash out so easy
And that's the thing. It's like
because they can't process like
how to do things the regular
Right.
way.
They can't process shit. Everything is overstimulating to them. Real life is overstimulating to them.
Yeah, that's what he wrote. This is for you, Vic.
Shame.
Yeah, Smoke.
It's for you, Vic. I got you, bro.
Nah, that's crazy, Smoke. That's hilarious. Nah, that's real.
But
That's real.
so how do you want to close this, man? Because-
Final thoughts. It's exactly what I've been saying since we first started the show.
Yeah.
Literally just Google every single AI episode. It's going exactly the way I said it was.
Yeah, and then like I said, again, college, 10th grade reading level.
Like I said, it starts with community, man.
It does.
It starts with community.
That's why I always tell people to read. Don't. It'd be more preferable because you're exercising your
You're
brain.
exercising your brain.
I get it.
But
You
that's
can-
the thing.
you-
It hurts to try.
I get it. There's the audio version, and yeah, let's say you're working and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
find your head voice. Why do you think I'm such a character? Like I knew my head voice and I developed it over the years.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I know how I want to sound, how I want to speak. You know what I'm saying? I know my audience. I know what to say, when to say it. Yeah. Like, and just because I learn new words doesn't mean I'm going to keep using those big words everywhere I go. I can still explain it at different levels for
Yeah, and there's always a lot more to learn.
Right, and there's always more to learn. And it's easier to explain concepts when you learn a bigger word that explains the whole fucking concept.
Yeah.
Instead of saying the car goes vroom, you know what I'm saying? The car traveled. The car accelerated. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just easier. I don't know why. Like, if you want shit to be easier, learn bigger words. Like, that's just that easy. It's just that easy. Like colloquialism. You see what I'm saying? An idea that's shared, an experience that's shared. You know what I'm saying? With everybody. Colloquialism. But no one wants to say all of that.
Yeah.
An experience that no one's going to go around and say, hey, an experience that's shared. No one's going to say that.
No.
It's just an easier way to say
They find a
it.
shorter word for it.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
get
what
you.
happens when you learn bigger fucking words. Your reality becomes easier because you can condense large concepts, large thoughts into a single word and get your point across and move on with your fucking. You save time.
Yeah.
You save so much time when you don't know something. You know what you're doing. You're Googling it. You're researching it.
Yeah, so you can learn it.
So you can